It's not O, it's O. That's a whoops. Big woof, big woof. Sales of the characters on PS4 and PS5 will begin the 30th. But on Steam, individual sale will begin the 27th. I have no clue why it's like that, but apparently it is. I just thought it was delayed for everyone, but apparently on Steam you can buy it immediately. Her theme is named Perfection Can't Please Me. That's great. I liked the song. The trailer was lovely. To use the background music, you must own her. This is big. I cannot highlight? What the fuck kind of weird text is this, guiltygear.com? What? Why they have reduced the input delay on the PS4 Pro and the PS4 5 versions. That is huge. That's quite big, honestly. It's having that 4-frame delay has been not great, especially I see for competitive play where most tournament organizers have a lot of PlayStations there, right? Because that's easier for them. So, luckily that has been helped. We don't know by how much, because it's a fighting game patch notes. Network mode. Counter setting options could fuck something up. I saw this discussed. Good. That's lovely. I think replay should work once again. Because they fixed it, but they didn't really. It was still fucked up. Because fuck, it has been quite frustrating because I've been wanting to replay matches from tournament and didn't want to sit and record them. Because I was like, oh yeah, I have the replays. Forgetting that they are fucked up. Battle system. Sometimes counter hit and wall break didn't display it correctly when it happened at the same time. So I guess counter hit super or something. That's weird. Something with dust attacks. Huh. Fixed an issue with some sound effects such as flames hitting would be played back repeatedly in certain situations. That sounds not great, but you know, it is how it is. That good. Adjusted the background music volume of some songs, such as battle themes from previous games. That is great. We have been whining a lot about that, where the new songs are mixed very well. They are nice and loud. They are great. Then the older ones were not loud enough due to the mastering not being as great on them, I assume. Some in-game text stuff. Network features still suck. I hope they agreed that doesn't work. Lovely. I deeply hope they'll fix it. Balance patches and bug fixes. This is the meat of what we're going to look at. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, this update focuses on changes to identified issues, such as individual moves. Lovely. They are doing one in October that is focused on improving and making changes to overall mechanics, as well as certain actions, such as projectile special moves. Interesting. And grounded overhead attacks in the update schedule for, in October. So that is interesting. Let's look at our main homie Soul here. So, changes focus on differentiating the properties of his normals, as well as the situation after his special moves are blocked. Basically means just ensuring that this normals work differently, and this seems like that he's able to be punished after some special moves. So, the hitbox of 6S has been decreased on the top and bottom, making more likely to lose to low profile moves, thank God, and 6P attacks, Thank God. Because if you didn't know, why don't I? Jesus Christ, this cord is going to be the death of me. Dustloop.com, a great resource. Can recommend. We say Guilty Gear Strive, and we say Soul Bad Guy. If you don't know 6S, how do I look at... Thank you, Hitboxes. I swear it used to look worse. Huh. Okay, but I assume they made this a bit... pushed it a bit up so it's easier to get under. Wait, no. I have a suspicion that's one of the two active frames. Or like one of the two situations, because I swear... Whatever. So for now it won't go slow, so it will get over other stuff like... Again, if we compare the 6p, right? So as you can see, they reduced the hitbox a bit. But this hitbox looks like it would still hit. So that's why we raise it, right? Keep dust loop open, remember that. Boink. So that's big. His poking is now able to be counterposed. They recognized that crouching slash wasn't used very frequently. Which... that sounds weird to me. I've seen it used as a low poke a decent amount, but that might be biased due to my experiences with who I've seen, right? So they want to change how this works so it has a different use from his other normals. So what they did there is that they increased the attack's active time so that it deals damage for longer. And they made it... wait. The hitbox during the additional active time has been slightly... So it's like before, but during the extra active time it goes a bit further. So it's a better low poke, right? So they added some knockback to the far slash. Thank God. We're happy about that. It's focused on that it gives slightly more knockback, but it has a large impact when it's blocked using faultless defense. So when you see far slash, faultless defense it, and he should have a harder time following up. We hope. Knockback on crouching K has been decreased, so you can combo it easily, so that it's easier to combo it into sweep and other moves. I have seen a lot of people with 2K into 2D. Especially with Soul, I've seen people get pushed out. So that's fine. The S version of Volcanic Viper has had its active time extended. Meaning that the goal here is to make it more viable as an anti-air attack, as there's more hitbox in the air. What they also mention is that it makes the attack longer overall, making it easier to whiff punish or punish when it's blocked. So that's a very good change where it helps it with its purpose as an anti-air, which it hasn't really been used at. Souls have been using 5k for some reason, right? But still nerfing it so that it can be more easily punished. They seem to have made Bandit Bringer more consistent on block. That's good. It was kind of a shit show. So, Wild Throw hasn't been used a lot, is an issue they've noticed. And I have too. I've seen a lot of souls just use the regular throw. One, due to not side switching, right? That's often a big deal, especially when you're in the corner. But another thing here is that you used to not be able to combo from it, which is weird because Axl's regular throw, you can combo and follow up with stuff. Very weird that Soul couldn't do that from their command grab. That's fucking wild. So they made that possible, and I hope that'll make it more useful. Because it feels weird when a character has a command grab and doesn't use it due to the regular grab being better, right? Some command input changes, fine. Lovely. So yeah, crouching K, reduce knockback for the easier dust, or for the easier sweep. Fast standing slash, increased knockback. Also increased the standard damage scaling, so I assume that's like initial proration, where if you start a combo with it, it'll have like start with some scaling added already. Doesn't tell us what that is, but that sounds like a good thing. That's the crouching S thing, the 6S, grounded volcanic typer, grounded volcanic viper slash, yeah. Bandit bringer, greatly increased knockback. So that's good. Aerial bandit bringer, greatly increased knockback and increased landing recovery. So seems to be more predictable and easier to punish. That's nice. Increased positive frames on hit. Okay. I assume now you're just more plus afterward? I don't know, man. That's weird. So yeah, Soul in general got nerfed, but also had some more. Like, Soul had some like utility fix, a straight up nerf, kind of a buff to the crouching slash, 6S nerfed, Volcanic Viper tweaked both nerf and buff it, which is genius. Bandit Bringer, less nerfed, more consistency, Wild Throw buffed. Mob Cemetery fixed. So, this is pretty much consistent with what they said. They prefer buffing things that are less used, and if they nerf, they want to do it very carefully. And I like, instead of making fast slash bad, they instead make our way of countering it better. Kai Kisk. Easier for both hits of Stun Dipper to connect from long range. That's good. We're happy about that. Kais have been whining about it. Yeah, more viable to get damage from his pokes at mid-range. Easier to hit confirming stuff. Lovely. Compared to crouching S, his fast standing slash had few distinct advantages. So, they reduced the recovery. Sweet. More safe on whiff, right? And made it more easily affected by dash momentum, which I assume you're running. You'll, instead of moving a little bit, you'll move a bit more, which seems fine and seems like a good way to get a poke in from like 3/4 screen or something. So they're like, we improved Kai's neutral. Good. Dragon install increases tension gauge after some time, as other overdrives do. They made Dragon install better. They decreased the tension penalty time after activation. Sped up the attack's startup. Wait. Sped up attack's startup upon activation. Okay, so I assume just the attack startup. Okay. The like explosion he does before transforming. Expanded the hitbox on it. Okay, cool. Better hitbox. And some stuff so that you don't accidentally use it instead of Ride the Lightning or the other way around. So crouching K, decreased knockback, same kind of thing as for Soul, where a sweep could hit. Stun Dipper, so made it easier for the second hit to combo by changing the distance traveled, the hitbox, and blowback of the opponent. So yeah, second hit hits more. Decrease the distance between Kai and the opponent after the second hits connect. So Now it's even more risky if you hit it to someone on block, which is good. Made the move more consistent, but also made it easier to punish if you block it. That's good. Standing heavy slash had much shorter range than normal slash. I assume fast slash. Despite taking a lot of recovery, they reduced the recovery. Okay, so they made increased active time and decreased recovery for the standing heavy slash. That's fine. Fast standing slash got they decreased the lower hitbox and hurtbox, so that I think if we have a look at May's hitboxes here. Wait, no, Jesus Christ. If we look at fast slash and hitboxes here. So, I have a suspicion what they tweaked is this homie right here. Right. So that you can more easily low profile it. Reduce the active time of crouching slash. Decrease the active and expand the hurt box in front of me. Yeah. Yeah, May's close slash was crouching slash 2S was very good. Like this homie. Very good. Like, look at this disjointed motherfucker. So they decrease the active time and expand the hitbox, so it's less disjointed. That's good. Overhead kiss, her command grab. It used to be only, like, you could only follow it up in the corner. Now you can also follow it up on mid-screen. But they adjusted the damage. What I think they are doing here is we have the command grab. We can combo, without Roman cancel in the corner. So this just made the command grab a lot stronger in the corner. So they reduced the damage, right, in order to make it even, right? So they're like, okay, we buff the mid-screen command grab, right? But that would make her too strong. So they squished the damage on this and kind of assume that you are going to follow up after you throw. So the damage of the command grab and the follow-up is what they intend for the damage of the command grab to be, right? Good. Fixed a bug with the big ass whale. That's lovely. My boy, Axl, the man, the low. Having to answer some people, that's fine. So, one thing about Axl, you didn't get a lot of return from his standing P and crouching P in mid-range, despite you risking getting them 6P'd or whatever, right? They can now combo into snail even on a grounded hit. Used to be that only if you hit someone out of the air. I think maybe on counter hits as well you could. But the startup was so slow that it didn't chain right. So they gave us that, which I love. I'm happy. I'm glad. This is going to make the Gold Loose matchup more fun. I hate it. A Gold Loose matchup is not fun because it's fucking slow. Because Axl only has standing P and crouching P to get damage right. Unless you want to be unsafe and then you risk them getting in. So you only use those 2 buttons basically. Another change is that you can cancel one vision from your special moves. But it sounds like, yeah, okay, just straight up from special moves. So after Snail, cancel its one vision activation. Which is great. So that you can easier, like, install it much easier, right? So you can like, okay, I'm not going to get Oki on this knockdown. I'm going to get a one vision installation instead. That's good. That I definitely think that will go a long way to making it viable. Especially because I think the activation of it was you could cancel special moves into that, right? So you could get a hit with Snail and then go into the time stop. So it just makes it make more sense and stuff like that. So that's good. Axl is buffed. I'm happy. I'm not sure if he deserves it, but I don't mind. Chip, our boy. As there was too much of a difference in facing opponents who could anti-air his jump 2k. The translation is not great, let's be fair. So what they did is they adjusted their attacks range and increased the lower hurt box, as well as the hurt box behind and in front of Chip. So if we look at how it looks right now, it's not. It is below him, I think, but it's not. It's not incredibly large. Let's get hitboxes on here. Alright. It actually seems pretty fair. The thing is though that he moves down and in a direction, so he's been very hard to enter. Yeah. So yeah, they adjusted that and made it easier to hit with your 6p. On the other hand, they reduced the knockback, so if you get hit or you block, Chip is in a much better situation. I like this. I like that they were like, okay, we are going to nerf it in order to make it easier to anti-air, right? But we made that easier for you. If you don't do it now, it'll hurt more. I like that. Because then it doesn't kill the character. Which this wouldn't, right? But, you know. Reduce the lower part of the fire/hitbox so that you can low profile it or 6p it. This thing hit fucking low. I've tried to 6p it, didn't work very well. So I actually remember trying to sweep it and getting hit anyway and being like, what the fuck? On round start, right? However, his crouching slash being like his 2S. What the fuck is it? Being this homie is more affected by dash momentum, so that you can more easily run up and use it. Seems like a great change. Because the jump 2k is my only problem with Chip, right? So that's fine. If you block Heat Knuckle, Potemkin gets more tension, and your risk level goes the fuck up. That's good. I've heard pods mention that Heat Knuckle didn't have much use outside of some matchups. And I see it. I haven't seen Heat Knuckle used a lot against me as Axl. But also I think that's fair. Because it used to be an air grab, right? So turning you into a hit was a big nerf. And I think it's fine that it sucks still, even if you block it. Reduce the recovery for 6k, so it's more difficult to punish if you block the end of it, so that they want to make it more useful for approaching your opponent. I see it. That's fine. That's a fine change, I think, because 6k was before only really used as Kara cancel fodder, right? Like, when I saw a 6k from Potemkin, I assumed that they fucked up a Kara cancel. So, that's probably good. So, bug fix in the landing recovery where his hitbox would just disappear. Biggest, most important change for Faust. Now he doesn't by default has the worst super. His reversal super bone crushing excitement can now wall break. Thank God. That's nice. There's now more distance between Faust and the opponent when there is no wall break, and Faust is more plus. Fine. Standing heavier slash, more active time, increased damage on the follow-up hit. Cool. This greatly increases pressure at mid-range, apparently, when combined with the increase to his crouching heavy slash hitbox. Decrease the crouch hitbox in startup and increase the hit. So what the fuck is Faust's crouching heavy slash actually? Yeah, I'm not sure. So 2p is the hit. Oh, that's the spin. Okay, yeah. Decrease the hitbox on startup. Okay. Oh, and it'll hit from further away. Fine. Usually mostly seen it in combos, but I think they want to make it more for poke. That's good. So his jump 2k, one of his best tools, right? Sped up the attack startup. Seems good. Reduce the hitbox before the attack comes out. Seems good. Adjust the opponent blowback on hit. Not sure what that means, but I hope it's good. So yeah. Faust got some small buffs, it's not great, but being able to break the wall with the super is very good. So at least that happened. Thank you. Milia Rage. That's not how you pronounce it, but it's funny. So they want to make her grounded attacks more viable. The recovery of her standing heavy slash has been reduced, so I assume that that's usually she cancels that, right? Oh, okay. I see that. That's probably fine. Harder to punish when she doesn't cancel it. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking of 6H. Increase the movement speed of the hitbox is a fun way to describe it. They made the slash version of top useful in combos or like as a hit confirm. So like you hit with a random button, hit with S top. That's pretty good. I like that. Random bug with Iron Savior. Sped up Lost Shaker startup. How is Lost Shaker startup currently? I remember it being not great. Startup, that's 27. What? I think of Iron Savior, aka Haircar, startup as a bit slow. 27 frames. Jesus. So yeah, they increased the startup so that you can actually combo into it. That's nice. Oh, and it'll be able to like be a true block string. That's good. Sato stuff. Standing heavy slash. How does that look? Ah, yeah, that homie. Yep. Increase active time, increase hitbox. Yep, that's fine. 6p. Yeah. Sped up attack startup. Whatever that means, that's fine. it can now also combo into standing P? Wait, so 6P into just 5P. Huh. That's interesting. That was not the Gatling I was expecting to get back. That's fine. Something with summoning Eddie. Don't know. It's Eddie. Increase the forward movement of Daru. The elbow uppercut. No, it's not an elbow. It's an uppercut thingy. It's fine. Used more midstream combos. Sweet, more variety. Aggressor or daughter? What the fuck is that? Ramlethall's move names are not my favorite. Oh, the jumping homie. Good. Floats the opponent on grounded hit. Only when you have both swords. Fine. Okay. And they nerfed jumping H. The downward step. Seems fine. Leo White Fang. The Stains K can now be dash or jump cancelled. So they changed it so that the dash button, if you just use it without any input, you always move towards the opponent. So imagine you can just cross up constantly, like just doing this. Okay, this. Like, what the fuck? Some Nagoriyuki stuff. Sped up 6P. Good. Nagoriyuki's 6P was slow. When I was playing Nagoriyuki at the start of the game, I used 5P to anti-air most of the time. Really. Increases the amount of blood recovered for the fast slash, right? So the final part of the target combo. I loved it. It's a target combo. It's kind of great. His super no longer goes into the follow-up animation when the edge of the first hit connects with the opponent. When the last hit connects, it blows the opponent back. Wasariyuki is the DP, isn't it? No, that's Shisuriyuki. Okay. Yeah, Wasariyuki is the super. Okay, so when you finish the super, the last hit will blow them back further, okay? And no longer goes into the follow-up animation. Okay, good. So just made the super more... Not entirely sure. Super was changed. It's probably fine. Sped up her 6P. Can now combo into it from 5P. Okay, that's fine. Better Oki on her 6 H air string. Right, she had that like a target combo with 6 H's. And gets a knockdown. That's good. Angie Miso. Interesting changes here. It's he's been helped a lot here. Oh well, not a lot, but I think we have the biggest change of this patch, right? So far slash is the his poke, reduced recovery, that's nice. Fujin made it possible to cancel into follow-up attacks even when whiffed. So, the motion begins before the attack is active. Not sure what that means, but also increased forward momentum, movement. So, Fujin moves further forward and you can cancel into stuff even if you whiff. That is great. Okay, what the fuck? Can we just... okay, Fujin section here. Shin Ichisiki. Increases attacks, active time and extends the hitbox. So the P follow-up is more active. It has a bigger hitbox. That's nice. Issei Ogi Sai. What the fuck is that? Okay, I think that's the... yeah, that's the super. Makes it easy to... makes it easier to break the wall. I think that's it due to it being a projectile. There were some problems. Ino has a lot of changes here. So, grounded and aerial howiters increases movement speed and distance. That's good. Making it easier for Ino to move around is very good. Standing heavy slash. That is... like 5H, the guitar slam. Sped up start and makes it float opponents on ground hit. That's lovely. 2K. Reduced knockback for easier sweep. Reduced horizontal opponent blowback. Okay, so after the sweep you have even better Oki now, because you don't have to get closer. But I think some people will have to get used to a new timing. Air Dust. Adjust the hit effect on grounded opponents, increasing the time allowed for follow-ups. Okay, so it seems like it makes it easier to do follow-ups. Reduced knockback of a heavy slash stroke, the big tree, which should make that, and the standing heavy slash should make combos better for her. Lovely. Ultimate Fortissimo, her air super, where she does the burst, increased forward momentum, making it easier to break a wall. That's lovely. So, Gold Lewis, who definitely needed some help. The hit effect of Skyfish depends on security level. What that means is that the recovery... so here's what... I assume that's the attack level, right? So that it gives you... it basically... the attack level on attacks in Guilty Gear makes the hit character react more, right? It makes the hit stun bigger, as well as block stun. So makes it more plus on hit if you are at higher security levels. That's probably good. So they do some minor adjustments to the 2K and 6P. So dust attack, there's a thing with the landing recovery after finishing blows. 2K reduced knockback, probably to make combos easier. 6P sped up the attack. That's nice. That's probably good, because it was slow. And fixed the bug with down with the system. Oh, lovely. Now let's finish this up by watching Jacko trailer. I quite enjoyed this. It was interesting. So let's have a look. I don't have sound on due to copyright stuff, but I'll slowly pause and talk through it. That's loud for me. Oh, it's Jacko. So she summons her goobers. So, not sure what hold OK means. That wasn't really explained in the video, but quarter circle forward, punch, summons a homie. And she has a gauge that, well, one segment is needed to summon a servant. Fine. Slowly regrows. Lovely. They have 1 HP. You hit them once, they die. Lovely. You can pick them up with 2P when you are near them. Yeah, important. You can't block when you're carrying one. Yeet with forward anything. But it looks like... It looks like the like angle is different. No, that's just a jump. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. Release the servant. Just drop it. But you can like use this to change the angle, right? So like, I think here she drops it and follows up with a kick. Yeah, so that changes where they are. You send them back with a quarter circle back punch. It's fine. It's handy. They do not do anything by themselves. Quarter circle back K to make them attack. That's big. Like, really. This challenge is what's making me like, oh yeah, she's not going to be horrible to play against. There's the reflect thing we saw in the trailer. Quarter circle back slash. Yeah, push and crumble. Lovely. I just love seeing all three of them defend like that. But it seems like the servants are going to be at that height all the time. Oh yeah, that's her super. So you can like block something and use super. Self-destruct. Just like next third. Not sure when it'll be useful, but probably for combo stuff. You know? But like here where like 3 of them hit at the same time, it's not that much damage. This move is the best. This kick is so good. It's just a straight up like football penalty kick. Just twink. So good. Also works on opponents. I really like it. Or super. That's a command grab. Cool as fuck. Lovely. Yeah, this is a buff. This is just all super for her minions. Well, like I think slash makes them invincible, and the heavy slash makes them like makes the moves free for a while, so that you can like attack consistently. Jackal looks very interesting. I think that belly thing was the close slash. Oh, that's kick? Not sure. Swink. I think maybe the quarter circle forward punch, if you hold it, you end up with the minion in your hand. Because she just summoned and had in her hand immediately. So that might be it. So yeah. Jacko looks interesting. Right. I'm excited to see her play. It'll be honestly quite fascinating. Yeah, that's basically what I have to say here. It'll be cool. She has an interesting moveset, and she'll be I don't think anyone can argue that this is a Guilty Gear character, right? And so I'm happy to see her in here and see what she does. But yeah, I think that is the like analysis and patch note part of my stream for today. I'll likely stream later, watch, play some Axl, shit like that. But for now, thank you for watching and discussing this stuff with me. It's a joy.